What if you had a simple, direct rulebook for navigating a world that, well, often seems to encourage weakness? Today, we're going to break down the architect of inner strength. It's this powerful framework for building real resilience and personal power starting from the inside out. So let's just dive right in. Okay, we're starting with a statement that's really designed to stop you in your tracks. My life is my fault. Just let that sink in for a second. I know, it feels heavy, right? Maybe even a little unfair. But what if it's not about blame at all? What if this is actually the key to unlocking your own power? Because this mindset, this is the absolute foundation of strength, seriously. It's not about beating yourself up over mistakes. It's about taking your power back. And that's a huge shift from blaming your boss or your past or just bad luck to focusing on the one thing you can always control: how you respond. And this is where we start building. With a simple but really powerful reminder. You were born brave. I mean, think about it for a second. All that fear, that doubt, that insecurity, those are learned behaviors. And the best thing about anything that's been learned is that it can also be unlearned. So the main battlefield for getting that bravery back, it isn't out there in the world. Nope, it's right between your ears. It's all about learning how to win that constant tug of war that's going on between two very different voices inside your own head. And we all know these voices, right? First, you've got the weak voice, the one that's always whispering, "You can't do it. Just stay comfortable. Don't even try. It's not worth it." But right there, if you actually listen for it, is the strong voice. And it says, "Hey, hold on a minute. You've done hard things before. You can do this too." So how do you make that stronger voice louder? Well, there's a really cool technique called flipping the script. It's 3 simple steps. First, you just have to get good at catching that weak voice the second it pops up. Second, you mentally, or hey, even say it out loud, you just tell it, stop. And third, you consciously reframe the thought. "I'm going to fail" becomes "I can do this." Or, and this is my personal favorite, "I'll figure it out." Now, to make that reframe actually stick, you need evidence. You need proof. This means you gotta keep a mental highlight reel of all the times you were tough, those long workdays you pushed through, the pain you endured, the bad times you survived. This isn't about ego, it's data. It's your personal proof that you are stronger than your fear. But look, mindset is only half the puzzle. The other half? It's all about action. The big idea here is that courage isn't some feeling you just wait around for. It's a muscle, and you have to build it through deliberate practice. And that practice, it actually starts with your own physical presence. It's this amazing feedback loop. Your body literally backs up what your mind is trying to do. The way you stand, the way you walk, how you carry yourself, these things aren't just a result of how you feel. They are an input that changes how you feel. So the takeaway here is to act the part. Stand up straight, pull those shoulders back. Walk with purpose, like you have somewhere important to be. Look people in the eye. And hey, when you mess up, because we all do, treat yourself with some respect. Instead of that harsh inner critic, try saying, "I like myself," because you're reinforcing the idea that you're someone worth fighting for. This really gets to the heart of what courage actually is. It has nothing to do with being fearless. Real courage is simply moving forward even when you're scared. So how do you practice this? By doing hard things on purpose. You have to make the hard stuff normal. Go after your most dreaded task first thing in the morning. Have that conversation you've been putting off. Ask for what you actually want. Look, big change doesn't come from one single heroic leap. It comes from all these small, brave actions repeated over and over and over again. Okay, so once you're working on your inner world and you're taking these deliberate actions, how does that start to project outward? Well, it shows up as power and reputation. And these are 2 things you got to learn to protect like a fortress. So much personal power is lost in these tiny, everyday moments. We leak power when we over-explain our choices, or when we say sorry for things that aren't even our fault, or when we use weak little words like just. The stronger way? Speak clearly and keep it short. Instead of, "Sorry for the delay," try, "Thank you for your patience." See the difference? Just be direct. Part of protecting your reputation means you have to learn to read the subtle signs of disrespect. You got to pay attention to the patterns. Are people consistently slow to reply to you? Do you get compliments that feel kind of hollow? Are you being left out of important discussions? Or maybe you're always the butt of the joke in public. These are little signals. So, what's the strong response to all that? It's not some big, loud confrontation. And it's definitely not begging for respect. It is calm. It is measured. You stay calm, you say very little, and then you quietly and decisively, you just reduce that person's access to your time and your energy. All right, so everything we've talked about, the mindset, the action, the reputation, it all comes together in this last part with a really powerful metaphor for self-mastery, the idea of riding your four horses. The whole concept is pretty simple. We all have these four core drives inside of us, like four powerful horses. Now, a person who lacks that inner strength is just getting dragged around by whichever horse happens to feel strongest that day. But a strong person, they learn to become the rider, guiding all four in the direction they choose to go. First up is the white horse. This is your inner perfectionist. This is the part of you that tries so hard to be flawless, to never, ever make a mistake. Its main lesson is learning to just relax and accept that it's okay to be human. Next, you've got the golden horse, the performer. This is the part of you that just thrives on attention and getting that validation from other people. It can feel totally worthless without an audience. Its biggest challenge is learning to find its own value in the quiet, when nobody's watching. Then there's the brown horse. This is the caretaker, the reliable workhorse. This is that part of you that just carries everyone else's burdens and takes care of absolutely everything. It is incredibly strong, but it really needs to learn that it's okay to let other people help out sometimes. And finally, we have the black horse. This is the outsider, the shadow self. It holds this deep, hidden power that's often born from past hurts and anger. Its journey is to face that darkness and learn how to harness its incredible power without letting it consume everything. And this, right here, is the ultimate goal. True strength isn't about picking one horse and just ignoring the others. It's about becoming a skilled enough rider to use all four. To know when you need to be precise like the white horse, or charismatic like the golden, or steadfast like the brown, and when to tap into that deep, raw power of the black. So as we wrap this up, the rules are pretty simple. Take ownership, win your inner battle, act with courage, and learn to master your nature. This whole framework is really designed to help you answer one crucial question. So I'll leave you with this. What's one small, brave step you will take today?